Hey guys, it's your boy here. This video is going to be very different. It's a video that I will get everything off my chest because right now I feel the lowest of lows right now, like legit really bad, and I want to give everything that I've done and let it free and let you guys know so that you can give me some support, whatever, and just let this all go out and let this off my chest because I am done letting it consume me. I want this to be let out. I can move on, get a fresh start, all that kind of stuff, because right now I've made a big fuck up. And it's not only this year, 2016, that I fucked up. It's mostly started off in around September of 2015, around that time. That's when, you know, all of this raw, like, insanely, like, deep and depressing shit all started pretty much. So yeah, and basically I've just been through it all. Like, I've had lies, I've had betrayal, I've had tragedy, I've had all these types of things, controversy as well, that have really fucked me up royally. Not only the back end of 2015, but this year as well, whole of this year as well. So it's just been constant pain, flashbacks of pain everywhere I look. This year and the back end of 2015 has been constant flashbacks of pain pretty much, and me making some really dumb decisions. Now, for instance, one of my friends that we'd been friends for a while, at the back end of 2015, they did some really horrible and fucked up shit to me, to the point that I had to call the police, you know, that kind of stuff. And I told you about this like earlier, a couple of years ago, but then it came back to haunt me again, and it really put a lot of pain to myself a little bit, and a little bit to my family as well. And as a result, police were called, and you know, it got a bit ugly, a little bit tense, a bit you know, iffy, and but afterwards, you know, it was all settled, it was all good. So yeah, so it was really a tough part, that period, and that was like what, October, November 2015. So yeah. And then later down the line, you know, me accidentally, or not even, or stupidly actually, you know, posting nudes to certain people, you know, that was so fucked up with me, you know. It was like, it was just one of those like dumb decisions, you know, or even one of the most dumbest decisions I've ever made in my life, because as a person, as myself, I don't give out nudes like to anyone or whatever, because people who do get theirs leaked, and we've seen it in the past. You know, 2014 was a good example where a lot of celebrities got their nudes leaked and were like out there in the public. I know I'm not that famous, but what if I am at some point and it comes back to haunt me? It's like, good God, you know. So it was such a stupid moment, and something I regret a lot, and yeah, just a really dumb decision. And then following on from that, the controversies, of course, you know, the Snapchat scandal that went on a couple of weeks ago. I talked about it on Twitter and talked about it on Snapchat as well, gave my formal apology to it. It was awful, it was the worst thing I've ever done in my life, and, you know, it was just stupid of me, you know, like, it was just one of those things that I thought was a joke, but in the end it wasn't, to some, and really hurt to the point that, you know, the college management and staff and teachers and I got involved in it. It really got a little bit ugly at one point. So yeah, and even to that, I don't really want to talk about it that much, because really it was a moment that really, you know, screwed up a lot of people, and really screwed me up, and really it was one of the most dumbest decisions ever. It was probably one of the dumbest, if not the dumbest moment of my life, because at the time I thought it was a good joke. I thought it'd be something that, oh, I could, you know, get a couple of laughs for, that kind of stuff, but in overall it was just plain up bullying. So yeah, and for those still affected, I'm sorry. You know, this is me coming out. I'm sorry. I formally apologise for all that I've affected, and right now I just want to put this to bed and move on. I'm glad that I got this out on YouTube, because this is just right here, right this moment. This video is pretty much me coming out and expressing myself, and pretty much for me it's therapy. It's pretty much therapy. And then as well too, the other controversy at the start of the year, you know, the fact that I accidentally posted a pic on Instagram, you know, showcasing my my nan, you know, who was lying in bed with her eyes shut, like not that great, you know, not feeling well. And as I posted it, a lot of people gave me flack for it, and as soon as I realised, I was like, it was kind of a little bit too late, and I made a formal apology on Facebook. I might put it up right now if I can get it, but yeah, it was just a stupid, dumb decision, and it was really fucking, I don't know, it was just, at the time I felt like it was okay, because, you know, because at the time, you know, I thought it was just a normal, regular self, you know what I mean, but the fact that it showed my nan having her eyes closed and a little bit, and showcased a little bit of disrespect to her, was kind of a bit out of order from my end, and as a result I felt publicly embarrassed to post that, to be honest, as soon as I realised. So yeah, and I even realised, well, at the time, it was like on a Sunday, it was like on a Sunday afternoon, and as soon as I realised it was on a Sunday evening, so yeah, it was just it was just one of those dumb decision moments, and that's pretty much, you know, that's pretty much what's been like creating all this depression, all that kind of stuff. The fact that I've been making these dumb decisions is quite bullshit myself, you know, like it really shows how dumb I am as a person, you know, even though I'm gonna be honest, I have ASD as well, you know, like it really, despite this, it really shows how dumb I am, you know, in making decisions, because I am the worst. Like, you know, when I look in the mirror and find out all the things that I've done, all of those that have been caused have been due to dumb decisions, and I just feel totally ashamed of that, to be honest, because as a person I should be smarter than this. I should be a guy that should be making the right decisions, and, you know, as a result giving myself a better reputation, or making myself a better person, whatever. So it's just annoying. It's just really annoying, the fact that I have to deal with this shit all the time, and to have to always constantly make those dumb decisions and fuck up every time as a result. You know, it's just not cool. It's just not, you know, I can't find the word, but it's just blatant bullshit for me, to be honest. And then not only that, you know, the tragedies as well that I've had to face. One in particular was my aunt. She passed away like right at the start of this year, so like May time, and it was awful. I was awfully hurt by this, and it was painful. It was really painful. You know, it was one of those moments that really properly hurt me and made me, you know, it just made me feel awfully hurt, you know, because she was very close to me, you know, the fact that, you know, we were close, we talked quite a lot, you know, we would hang out a little bit, I'd say, yeah, and, you know, she would always organise these good things for us, especially when I was young. You know, she would organise trips with me to like certain cool places, and the fact that she passed away earlier this year was really affected me quite badly. And I think there was one point that I was thinking about, you know, not even uploading for like a few months, because I was awfully depressed by that, you know. You know, it was really awful, and it was really terrible, to be honest. And not only that, but also like at the start of the year as well. This wasn't really a tragedy, but it was kind of a little bit in my end of the table, to be honest. it was my sister coming in with pneumonia at the start of the year. It was really, really bad. It was awful, and yeah, it was really so bad so that at one point she couldn't breathe, and there were certain times that they were thinking, or doctors were thinking, that she could potentially die. You know, so it was awful, especially me as her brother. You know, it was awful, and I didn't want to see anything bad happen to her. I wanted to see a swift recovery, which thankfully she had. With I think it was like a couple of days after, she managed to make a full recovery, and you know, and right now she's all right. And yeah, it was god awful. It's just, it was awful. It was so awful. It was terrible. You know, when I saw her, you know, I was bitterly hurt by this, you know, because she was my sister, and I didn't want anything, you know, potentially life-threatening to happen to her, because she meant a great deal to me, you know. Yes, she can be sometimes a little bit of a pain in the butt, you know, but, you know, at the most part, she was a great sister, and, you know, and as a result, you know, to see her, you know, if she would potentially die, would have been the most awfulest thing in my life. And thankfully she was able to make a full recovery, which was great and really warmed my heart quite a lot, but still was quite affecting. Even to this day, it affects me quite a lot, because the fact that I've gone through, you know, shit that happened before and all that kind of stuff, it really affected me quite a lot. And you know, it was tough. It was really tough, I'm not gonna lie. Like the aunt thing, this, and then all that other stuff in between, it was awful. It was awful. It was tough. It was mentally tough, and yeah, it was hard. And not only that as well, but to not have someone to like talk to as well, to not like discuss my deep stuff. That was the toughest part, you know, because most of the time I've had to deal with shit and all that kind of stuff on my own. I've never had people to like, I've never had someone to talk to like on a personal level, to be honest, you know, because of the fact that I have an ASD, and the fact that I don't have a lot of friends, you know, the fact that I don't have a person to sit and talk to like on a personal one-to-one level, or even have someone tap on my shoulder and say, hey, everything's going to be fine, really is difficult. And like I said, I've had to deal with that kind of shit on my own, and it's not easy. For the people who have been through something like this can understand where I'm coming from, you know, the fact that you don't have anyone backing you up, or anyone like giving you that one-to-one support, you know what I mean? You know, the fact that you don't have that really is tough. So then there's that. And then also there's been some like bickering, backering, that kind of stuff, you know, bit of girl trouble here and there, you know. It's just, alright, so I didn't talk about, well, the second one I talked about in a video, which I'll probably put a link down below, whatever, or I put it on like, I'll put like an annotation, whatever, on the top of whatever. But the first, that was the second one, of course, but the first one, that was quite hard, I would say, and very, very tough. But it wasn't as tough. It was alright. It was tougher than the second one, because the second one I screwed up. It was my responsibility. I screwed up, that kind of stuff. So yeah, but the first one was hard, because basically, I'll give you a rundown. Basically, what happened was, for the first one, we were just chatting. We weren't really together, I'd say. We were kind of just friends, to be honest. But we were starting to get towards being together, I'd say, to be honest. And basically, one of my friends, one of my fake friends actually, said that he knew the girl quite well, and that he'd been talking to her quite well, which wasn't the case at all. So I asked her that, and then afterwards she gets like all like pissed off and all that because she thinks I'm being controlling and that kind of stuff. She thinks that she thinks that I'm being so controlling, and that the fact that I like to know who is talking to who, whatever, like that kind of like that sort of boyfriend, I would say, which is not the case for me. I just wanted to find out what was going on because he knew, and I was kind of a bit, at the time, it felt like I was like protecting a territory, whatever, you know what I mean? I'm sorry if it doesn't make sense, but I'm trying to like explain it like clearly. But yeah, it kind of felt like I was at the time it was me kind of like protecting my territory towards her, even though the fact that we weren't together. So I say that all to her. She gets pissed off. She tells me never to talk to her again, and then also as well during this, I accidentally leak a number to them, so that now they have her and us in the group chat where they can mess around and screw us both over. And it really messed us up quite a lot, and it messed her up, and I felt quite sorry, and regretful and disgusted with myself because I allowed that to happen all with my own decision, and yeah, it was stupid. It was really stupid of me, the fact that I would just do something like this was ridiculous. And I even talked to my real friends later on, and they said that what I did was the most stupidest decision I've ever made. It was the most stupidest thing I've ever done, and I should have never done it. So that for me was so awful. And that was, by the way, that was like at the back end of 2015. So yeah, so that was just before all the other shit with my fake friends sort of went about. So yeah. But now, along with the Snapchat decision, recently I've been fucking up so badly. It's been ridiculous, and that's the reason why I wanted to make this video. This was kind of my breaking point, to be honest, because I need to get this out in the open. I need to express everything that's in here, give it out, get this off my chest and move on, because I've had enough. This is my breaking point, and it's so much so that I'm struggling to make videos. That's how bad it is. The feeling of regret and everything is hindering me from making videos for you guys, and that's something I cannot allow to happen, because as myself, I love YouTube. I want to make YouTube, if I can, into a career, because YouTube is something that I love. I started this in 2011, and ever since then I've never looked back. I've always been making content for you guys because I love it. I love entertaining you guys. I love seeing all your positive comments and all your likes and all that kind of stuff. And even when it's not, I like seeing all of your criticism, all the things that can make my channel just a little bit better. So yeah, all of that really helps me out as a YouTuber, and really warms my heart as well, with the positive comments. So yeah, so the fact that all of this in my personal life is affecting my YouTube life really is something serious, and something that I need to address to you guys, so that you guys are aware, so I can get this off my chest, and like I said, can move on from this, because I am fed up with it. This is literally my breaking point right now, and I want to get this out off my chest, move on, make videos, entertain you guys, fix my life, and yeah, get my life back on track, because right now everything that's been going on recently has been really fucking up my life. So for those who are wondering, basically in recent times I've been screwing up in terms of my punctuality. In the past it's been really good, like the last 2 years have been really good in terms of my punctuality, but this year it has been like it's been like a total crash, a total wreck pretty much. So I've been trying to get back on that. I've been trying to do everything I can to get back on track, because this is bullshit. Because I wasn't expecting myself to be in this position, to be honest, because You know, myself, I am a very good student. I'm one of the best, if not the best. Maybe not the best, but one of the best students ever. You know, I'm always on time. I'm good in class. You know, I get all my work done. I'm a really good student. Like, I'm a really, really good student. And with coursework as well, I get all that done as well. So I am really good, you know. But it's just that one little key thing that's been fucking my life up, and I need to sort that out, because honestly, if I don't, then I'm screwed. Then I'm really, really screwed. I don't know, but I'll just be totally screwed. So yeah, and even to the point actually that I get kicked off the course, so I have to be really careful with what I do and all that kind of shit and all that. And not only that, it's also me trying to fix all of the dumb decisions that I've made. You know, for instance, I might make this as an exception, because this was at the time I was very drunk. This happened a few months ago, but basically I was really, really drunk, out of my mind. It was about 3 in the morning. And basically I was going to like one of my friend's parties that he was hosting at the time, and it was at 3, and rather than me just like not accepting it and just maybe even continuing to party for a little bit longer or just going home, I basically try and get there because I want the party to continue. I want that added party to continue, because at the nightclub it was kind of dead. It was really, really dead. All of us, well, myself, I was very, very bored, and I just decided I can't be asked to party here anymore, you know. So I left, went to my friend's party that he was organising and like doing all that, and yeah, I got a taxi as well. Deposited about 15 quid. And then as I'm going there, my friend, he gives me like the little, he tells me that the party's not happening, that the party's over, that kind of stuff. And as a result, and also as well too, it's also as well, I had to pay £15 for nothing, and I didn't even get close to the place. I had to be dropped off halfway through, so as a result I had to walk it all the way back, which was quite embarrassing, to be honest, because, you know, even though I was drunk, I should have been a little bit aware of I should have been more aware of the decisions that I was making, to be honest, because in the past I've had a long history of making really dumb decisions, and this is one of them. I think another example, I don't know, but there's been multiple times that I've made really, really dumb decisions, and not only that, but this part as well, that has been also another example as well. So yeah, but the fact that I keep on screwing up and keep on making really stupid and fucked up decisions is ridiculous, and it's just something that I need to address, because I can't keep on living with the fact that I keep on making dumb decisions and all that kind of stuff, because at the end of the day, you know, that's something that could quite possibly, well, maybe, I don't know if it will, but it could possibly, if out of nowhere, could possibly put me in a serious lot of trouble. So I've got to fix this, because this is not on for me, and something I do not like at all. So yeah, I've got to fix that, put all that to bed, and start making some really smart decisions, some very key decisions. I know I'm not gonna make the right decision all the time. I know I'm gonna fuck up sometimes, but if that's not in terms of like a very I don't know, very sort of, I don't know, it's hard, I'm trying to find the word for it, but not in a very sort of simple way, I'd say, to be honest, if that makes any sense. Not trying to make dumb decisions in a very simple way, you know, then that's fine, you know, that's okay, I'll live with that. with that, you know, to be honest. You know, I'm happy to continue my life living that way because, you know, right now I'm making the opposite, making really dumb decisions, really stupid decisions that were easily avoided. So yeah. And to those who are like growing up or young, whatever, I don't know, but to all of you guys, my advice is don't make dumb decisions. Always think before you do something, because I am living through the worst of it. I am paying the price for me making dumb decisions. So for you guys, I say do not do what I'm doing right now. Do not make dumb decisions. Well, I know that decision's gonna fuck up, and you know you're gonna have to. But just don't make like simple, easy, dumb decisions. You know what I mean? You know, stuff like that, because you know it could fuck you up sometimes in life, and it could really fuck you up in a really serious way. So, yeah, just don't screw up. That's the main thing. Don't be a screw up. You know, just always just be the best that you can be, and everything will be okay. So, yeah. So that is it, guys. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. Sorry if this video was very mixed up, to be honest, because I didn't have time to really organise it in a very sort of organised way, I would say, to be honest. So apologies for that, but hopefully this all makes sense. I'm hoping, actually. So yeah. If you enjoyed this video, leave a like down below. Put any comments, anything that you want to say, just put it down below. I'll read through them. Subscribe if you're new. Oh, by the way, videos, in terms of videos, I am because I'm sort of getting my life back on track. There'll be like a wide vary of video on like when I upload, that kind of stuff. So don't expect like consistent videos to be put up within the next few weeks, because I'm going to be in college, you know, and I'm going to be trying to sort my life out. So yeah, so during that time I don't think there'll be a lot of videos to expect. I'll try at least my best, but yeah, if there's not, then don't whine and cry, because obviously I have college, and also, like I said myself, I'm trying to sort my life out. So yeah, so anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this. If you did, then be sure to leave a like down below, comment down below, subscribe if you're new, and yeah, I'll see you guys next time. It's your boy. Take it easy. I'm out. Peace.